We're now going to define what a semicircle is, and a semicircle is built off of the circle. Remember, let's let h and k be 0, because normally we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Well, let's let h and k be 0, so this turns into x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And as we're looking at this, suppose we solve for y squared, so we're going to subtract the x squared from both sides. And we get y squared equals r squared minus x squared. And we're going to use the square root property to square root both sides so that y equals plus or minus the square root of r squared minus x squared, or y equals the square root of r squared minus x squared, and y equals minus the square root of r squared minus x squared. And notice I can do this exact same thing with my x's. If I solve for x instead, then I'd get x equals plus or minus the square root of r squared minus y squared, or x equals the square root of r squared minus y squared, and x equals minus the square root of r squared minus y squared. So these are the equations that give us our semicircles. Notice it takes two semicircles to make up a circle, and this is how we cut it in half, by either solving for the x or the y. Now, if we solve for the x first, then that gives us a top half semicircle and a bottom half. So the green one is my y equals the square root of r squared minus x squared, and the purple one is y equals minus the square root of r squared minus x squared. So that gives me a top half and a bottom half semicircle. Likewise, if I solve for x first, that means that I'm going to get a left side circle and a right side circle. Let's make that left side actually look a little more circular. There we go. And the right side to match it. And the left side is going to be our x equals minus the square root of r squared minus y squared. And the right side is going to be x equals square root of r squared minus y squared. And this is how we organize our semicircles.